Well, hello everybody. It is Saturday, January 7th, and it is weigh-in day. So, told you I'd always show you what my weigh-ins were looking like, and I made a new commitment to that after this new year started. So let me pause here. Let me show you what happened on the scale today. Well, yay, finally, I had a good week. As you saw, I lost 2.9 pounds this week. It takes my weight loss back to 54 pounds. Now, remind you, I was up to 92 or 93.5, somewhere like that. So I have ground to make up, but at least I'm making headway here. So I had a really good week. Uh, I knew yesterday I was going to have a weight loss just from what my weigh-in looked like yesterday morning. Uh, wasn't sure it was going to be that much, but I was thinking about 2 pounds. But very, very happy. So what did I do different from what I had been doing? Well, first of all, I tracked every single thing that went into my mouth, whether it was a good thing or a not so good thing, whether it was my regular meal or whether it was a snack that I had or a little treat. I tracked it. And that made all the difference in the world because a lot of times I would sit and just start snacking on things and not counting it. And that's where I got into trouble, or one of the things that got me into trouble. So I tracked everything. And I did the same thing today. So this week, and I took my lunch every single day to school this week. And I made a big soup over the weekend. I still have some left, and that's going to be pretty much my meals for the rest of the weekend here. I made a 0 point soup, and I was taking that for lunch. A lot of my lunches were either 0 points or very low points. And actually, there were days when I had very low points, but my calories were in a good range. Been moving a little bit more, not super a lot, but I've been working at the middle school. There's a gap of maybe about 2 hours, maybe 2.5 hours between my last high school class and my first middle school class. So I've been going over to the middle school and eating my lunch, and there's like a 15-minute window where nobody's in the gym, which is right across from my classroom. And so I've been going over there and I've been walking the perimeter of the gym. Now, since it's a middle school gym, it's not a big gym like the high school gyms are, but still, it's something I walk for maybe about 10 minutes. So I started doing that. That's really the only extra activity that I added other than just walking around the classroom. And I've been teaching dancing this week too, so that helped. Um, anyway, been making a concerted effort to eat something for breakfast. Now, I don't have huge breakfasts in the morning. I don't have time, and I don't like to eat a lot before I start school or in the morning in general. Even when I'm not in school, I don't like huge breakfasts. I usually have, if I'm home, I don't have breakfast like early in the morning, like when I'm eating for school. But I find even if I have a small breakfast, something small to eat with my coffee, it helps me get through to lunch, and then I eat my lunch, and then I'm home around 3:30 in the afternoon, between 3:30 and 4, and I'm eating dinner between 4:30 and 5 o'clock. And maybe around 6 o'clock, I'll have a snack, like a bowl of popcorn with some spray butter on it or something. So that's kind of what I did all week long, and that's probably what I'm going to continue to do. It works well. Monday, I have some figuring to do because I have a couple meetings after school. I'm not going to have a lot of time for dinner. So I'm still thinking on that a little bit. If I come home after school, I'm going to have about a 45-minute window where I can eat and then head back to school for my meetings. So anyway, like I said, I'm going to think about that over the weekend and see what I'm going to be doing. So today I did record some of my food I may have actually recorded breakfast and just taken a photo of lunch. But I had a pretty pointy lunch today. So let me stop here and show you what I've had to eat today. This is my weigh-in morning breakfast. I just have a Thomas Light English muffin that weighed out at 55 grams for 2 points. I've got 16 grams of creamy peanut butter on there for 3 points. My banana is 105 grams, 0 points on that, and I just sprinkle it with a little cinnamon. And then in my coffee this morning, I have a little bit more fat-free half and half, weighed out at 94 milliliters, which is 2 points. So 2 points in my coffee, and there's 5 on my plate here, so I have a 7-point weigh-in morning breakfast. Okay, well, as you saw, that breakfast was 7 points, and that's pretty much what I've been eating every day this week. So a little bit of peanut butter with a banana and some sort of carbohydrate, whether it's a bagel thin or an English muffin or just some toast. But that's sort of like my standard breakfast, and I'm okay with that. Uh, for lunch today, I had that picture I showed you was a poke rice bowl. I was at the grocery store after I got my hair colored today. I don't know if you can tell. I got it low lighted today, so it's not quite as blonde as what it was. But well, anyway, I was at the grocery store, and I was looking at the sushi because it looked pretty good to me. The calorie count wasn't where I wanted it though. The poke bowl per serving wasn't bad for the calorie count. Now, I didn't have one serving. I had the whole thing, which was 3 servings. But I knew that was going to be like my only meal for the day, other than what I had for breakfast. And that was 22 points. That being said, I still have 1 point left. Now, I did have a popcorn snack, which is 0 points. I haven't added up my calories yet for today, but I think I'm okay in the calorie count. Um, so the popcorn is 0 that I had. And I just buy popcorn kernels and I weigh them out, put them in my popper, and stick them in the microwave. And then I put spray butter on them and a little bit of salt. So 0 points for the popcorn. It's like so. Right now, I'm still at 1 point left for the day, and I'm thinking that if I get hungry later tonight, and I it's almost 5 o'clock now. So if I get hungry tonight, I have that 0 point soup still I could have. I have some hard boiled eggs I could have. I have tons of 0 point stuff here that are still low in calories. Most likely, if I get hungry, I'm going to have a dish of yogurt with some fruit because I like to have a high protein snack at night. Um, that's just me. I don't know if that works for anybody else, but if I'm going to have a snack later in the evening, I like to have protein in it so it's, burning. This is another thing. I have been drinking more water this week. Uh, Water doesn't make you lose weight. It doesn't help you lose weight. I find that after I eat a meal, if I drink water, it helps flush things out a little bit better. At my age, it's something we have to be worried about. Before Christmas hit, I was back in the habit of drinking pop again. And like I would have, now I was not to the point where I was before I joined Weight Watchers. Before I joined Weight Watchers, it was nothing for me to sit here and drink an entire 2 liter bottle of Coke and maybe then some. Uh, so if I were to be, before Christmas, I was kind of getting those bottles of Coke that are like 20 ounces or a can of Coke, a 12-ounce can of Coke, and I couldn't finish either one. I would drink maybe half of the 20-ounce bottle and then set it aside. Then it would go flat and I'd dump it out. Or I would take, 4 or 5 sips out of the 12-ounce can and then I'd be done. So I have found that even though before Christmas, I wasn't really, really watching it as far as sugar intake, my sugar tolerance isn't what it used to be. meaning that, I mean, I don't get reactions or anything to sugar. It's just that, you know, that feeling when you know you've had enough. That is, that feeling happened sooner than what it used to. I don't know if that has anything to do with anything, honestly. You know, I'm not a scientist, I'm not a nutritionist, I'm just telling you that's how things made me feel. I will tell you, even after losing just 2.9 pounds, I feel better. I feel more energetic than what I have in a while. So that weight loss I had today kind of gave me the motivation that I need to get through the next week. Not that I needed extra motivation because I'm pretty determined to do this again. My motivation is right now hanging up on my wall over here. And I'm sitting in my living room, and you know, I don't have a big space here anyway, but right on this side of my living room over here is a cabinet that I put like my toiletries and stuff in there, and there's a shelf on top. So hanging off of that shelf down are that size 10 pair of jeans that I bought a couple years ago that I fit into briefly, that I want to fit into again. So I would love to fit into those by the time I go to Utah. I don't know if that'll happen, but I sure am going to try. I'm going to tell you that much. If I don't fit into them, I plan on taking them in my camper and hanging them in my camper while I'm in Utah so I can see them every single day. So when I sit down here in the morning to have my cup of coffee, that's the first thing I see. And when I'm sitting here, I usually sit here on the couch to have my dinner because, you know, nobody else is here, so I just sit here and have dinner, or eat any of my snacks. Uh, I look over and I see those jeans, and I'm thinking I'm going to get back into those jeans. So I've been watching videos today, not diet videos, not Weight Watcher videos, although I did watch Sandy this morning. Um, I've been watching videos on the hikes out in Utah around the area that I'm going to be in. And I'll tell you, I am getting so excited. I cannot wait to get out of the trails all over there. And hoping that it starts to warm up a little bit here so I can get outside and walk a little bit. Right now, it's just a little bit too damp and cold for me um, to get out. I mean, I have walked in the winter before, and I will again, but when it's spitting snow and it's just really damp out, I don't like to do that. You know, I don't want to get sick. So, well, anyway, that's about what wraps it up for me for today. My next weigh-in will be next Saturday, which is the 14th, right? I think. Let me look. It must be since today's the 7th, right? Yeah, so it'll be the 14th. Um, and I don't know that I will have as big of a weight loss, but I am expecting to have a loss next week. I I'm hoping every week in January that I have some sort of a loss, even if it's only a tenth of a pound. Now I'm going to work really hard to make sure that it's more than that. But if it isn't, at least I am working and doing what I need to do. So I'm just looking at something on my camera. I wonder if it's telling me the microphone's off. I don't think so because my microphone sign is on. So I just got this camera. I'm still figuring out how to use it. Because I think I told you the other day my other one died. So anyway, I'm still trying to figure out how to work this new camera that I have. It's different from any other camera that I've ever had. It's not an expensive, it's not an expensive camera. But anyway, I'm still trying to figure it out. Hopefully this will work because I'm hoping that this will kind of eliminate some of the upload problems that I've had. So anyway, next Saturday is the 14th. That's my next weigh-in day, and I will most certainly have a video up then. I'm hoping to get on at least once more this week. I don't know that I'm going to be able to do an everyday video again for a while. We'll just see. I know during the week I am just incredibly busy, not only at school, but when I come home after school, I have to tell you I'm exhausted. I end my day with 7th grade, 8th grade, and 6th grade, and I'm exhausted. Those kids exhaust me. And this is why I know I can only do this for 1 year. And after the end of this year, I am retired again from full-time teaching. Next year, it looks like I'll probably be subbing again, but that's different because I can pick and choose when I sub and how many days a week I sub. But getting up at 5 o'clock every morning, especially by Wednesday, Thursday, I'm going to bed. There was one night this week I think I was in bed at 6:30. That's how tired I was. So, and that's what's preventing me from getting my videos up every single day. I have been recording food. It's just that I've been too tired to deal with it when I got home to get it into the program I have to get it into. That's my problem, not yours. Listen, if you are new to my channel, I'm so happy you have decided to follow me on this journey. My hope is that when I'm done, I will have lost almost 150 pounds. I think my target is 148.8 or something like that. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much. You've been with me for a long time, and I can't tell you how much that means to me, that you have followed me along this journey. Did I gain weight? Yeah, I did, especially during 2020 and 2021. And it didn't seem to end in 2022, but I think I've reined it in now to where at least my head is back in the game. And I've said for a long time that weight loss is a head game as much as it is anything else. But I think my head is back in the game now, and seeing this loss this week has kind of invigorated me again to really stick with the program. So, all right, that's going to wrap it up for me. I will see you at least next week, hopefully before. You guys have a great rest of your weekend, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.